Hello friends, welcome to our official channel JDCR tutorial. In previous video we did discuss about external body parts and internal body parts, and by using what instruments we could see it. But in this video we are going to discuss about skeleton system. What is a skeleton system and what is the work of a skeleton system? A skeleton system, the definition of skeleton system is the bony framework which give shape and size to our body is called a skeleton system. It means whatever you could see, the face, hands, legs, shoulders, means anything. Inside our body there is a bone. The combination, you can see the combination of bones which give shape and size, that is called skeleton system. So at first we know about bone. What is bone? Bone is the hardest part of our body, which is made from calcium carbonate, and actin protein is found in our bone. There are two types of bone, like bone and cartilage. You could see that there is a bone and it's a cartilage. Between two bone there is a cartilage. So what is cartilage? Cartilage is a soft, elastic and flexible connective tissue that protect the bones against rubbing each other is called cartilage. In cartilage, chondrin protein is found, and cartilage is made from calcium phosphate. So at first, and in this video we are also going to talk about the bones. How many bones inside our body? There are 206 bones in adult. When you become an adult, like when you cross your age, like 13 years and 14 years, your bones will be 206. We could see that inside our body 206 bones. When a newborn baby take birth, they have more than 300 bones. A newborn baby has more than 300 bones, and more than 300 joints are there inside our body, and 600 muscles are there in our body. So let's start the name of bones, each bones of our body. At first, from the skull. Skull means like this, a skull. There are 22 bones in the skull. In the skull there are 22 bones which protect the brain, which is exist here, brain, and it protects by the skull. Skull protects the sense organs of the face, like eyes, ears and nose. You can see, guys, there is eyes, there is a nose, and there is a ear, which protected also by the skull. And there are point to be note, I think you should remember this, there are 14 what considered bones in a face. In a face, how many bones? There are 14 bones in our face. If someone did ask the question, how many bones are there in our face, then you have to tell them there are 14 bones in our face. And it is the ear. Here ear is located, and ear, three bones are exist in ear. How many bones? Three bones. Three bones in each ear. MIS. M for malleus, F for anvis, and next one is steps, which is called, in here three bones are exist, malleus, incus and steps, which is also called the smallest bone of our body, steps. And how many ears we have? We have two ears. One is here, a second one is back here, back of the ear, that's called a second one. And how many ears we have? if 2 ears, so how many becomes bones? 6 bones become, because each ear have 3 bones, and when we multiply with the 2 it becomes 6 bones. So there are 6 bones in ear. If someone did ask the questions how many bones inside the ear, each ear 3 bones, and when we multiply with the 2, because we have 2 ears, that's why it becomes 2 bones. Sorry, 6 bones. And how many bones are there in our face? There are 14 bone in our face. In a school there are 22 bone. But if someone did ask questions how many bones are there in our head, so you have to tell there are 29 bones in our head. In a school only 22 bone. In a head, how many bones we have? We have 29 bones, because we also include the bones of our ear, and there is 8 bones here, and there is also 1 bone here inside the lower jaw, like middle and inside the lower jaw downside. So we can count it becomes 29. And second, know about the backbone. What is backbone? The backbone is a long. The backbone is a long. Could see that how long is a backbone? Long, hollow rod-like structure running from neck to the hips inside our body. It's called backbone. You can see you could see if you could able to see the pictures of this. It's the picture of backbone, and you could see that there is a hollow inside the backbone. You know why it's a hollow? Cause a spinal cord, and I will tell about the spinal cord later video. Cause all the information is collected by the spinal cord, and which is inside the backbone. Is exist here. Backbone can say cartilage, disc here, vertebra it's called vertebra, and it is all the pictures is called backbone. It's the end point, here's the starting point. Okay, of the backbone. The question is that how many bones are there in backbone? There are 33 bones in our backbone, but when you are adult, sorry, not adult, in a consider you are the age of 6 to newborn baby to 10 years, you have 33 bones. You can say a child has 33 bones, but when you become an adult, it now fuse together and makes 26 bones. How many parts is divided in 26 parts, and you can see that there are 26 bones are there in our backbone, but a child have they have 33 backbones. The question is that what is protected by backbone? Backbone provides main support to the body. Backbone provides main support to the body. You can also say it's a supporter. And backbone supports the head at its top. Backbone, no, this is a head. You can see it. The picture, it's a head. It is support to the head at its top. And backbone protects the spinal cord. There's a spinal cord. I mentioned here a spinal cord inside it, and a spinal cord receives the message from our, because the whole body, what is the activities and like running, playing, everything, and when we feel something hurt, it also protects the information of spinal cord and sent to their medulla. But I will tell you in this later in detail. But we were discussing about the backbone. It's a backbone, and there are 26 bones are there in backbones in adult, and 33 bones in child. Now let's know about the rib cage. Like firstly, what is rib cage? There is a cage of bones. There is a cage, where we cage, you got to understand, where we kept the some animals like rat and parrot. It's like a cage. It's like a cage. Okay, there is a cage of bones around the chest, which is called the rib cage. The rib cage protects the heart. Heart is inside there. Inside in this cage, heart, lungs, and liver. Heart, lungs, and liver. It is made up of 12 pairs. If you count this, it is in pair. We count in pair, like 1 to this kind. So it is the number of this in 12 pairs. So how it becomes 24. 24 bones it becomes of thin curved bones which are attached to the backbone. It's also attached to the backbone here, and it not curved like this, like a cage curved. A flat bone like this in a tie. If you could able to see like tie like this, it's called a sternum. It's called a sternum. It's also a welding in the front side. It is the picture of front side. It's called a sternum, and when you could see the back side, it's also what comes bones, cage like bones, and the number of these bones are not 12 in pairs. It means 24, 12 in this side, 12 in this side, in 24. And there is a inside end of this you could find, and there is a two bones which not connect like this. It's a cage. It's a floating bone. It is called floating bone. It means this bone is flying in the air. That's why it is called floating floating ribs, otherwise floating bones. You could see that, because if you could able to see this picture, it's not attached like this, but these are attached to the sternum. But now these two bones are not attached to the what, sternum. So if someone did ask the questions, how many bones are there in a rib cage, so you have to reply, the rib cage have 25 bones, because these are in 12 pairs. 12 when you multiply with the 2, it becomes 24, and one is also this one is a sternum, it becomes 25. So in a rib cage have 25 bones. Next, know the limbs. How many limbs we have? Human have two pair of limbs. First one is forelimb, and second one is hind limbs. So at first know about the forelimbs. What is forelimbs? The upper part, the upper arms is called forelimbs. Forelimbs, which constitute our arms. Okay, and there are 30 bones in our arm. How many bones are there? There are 30 bones are there in our arms. If you could see, if you could able to see these pictures, the first bone, which is now called the humerus, which is connected to the shoulder and to the knee. Which bone exists between elbow and the shoulder, that is called humerus. And from the elbow there are two bone rises, that is called radius and ulna. The question is that which one is called radius, and how we could understand them? Ulna. First one, radius. Which bone is go towards our thumb? That is called radius. And which bones goes towards our little finger? That is called ulna. There is a sign to understand radius and ulna. If suppose there is a this bone is going through the thumb, it is called radius, and this bone is goes through the little finger, that's called ulna. And next, when you come in the wrist like is called carpal. The scientific name of wrist is called carpus or carpal. Someone say carpal also here. So how many bones are there in carpal? We could see that in wrist carpal there are 8 bones. There are 8 bones in carpal. And next one is called metacarpal. It's called like a palm. It is the palm, and there are 5 finger bones are there in palm. How many bones are there? There are 5 bones in our palm is called metacarpal. And next one is called finger. Finger is the scientific name of finger is called phalanges. And how many bones are there in phalanges? There are 14th bone in phalanges. 3 bone in each finger except of thumb, because thumb is directly joined to the palm. That's why it has only 2 bones and 3 bones. You can see that 1 2 3 3 bones, 1 2 3. It means 4 fingers. When you multiply with 3 into 4, it becomes 12, and 2 becomes from here thumb. It becomes now how many bones? 14th bones. 14th and 5 bone. Metacarpus has 5 bones, and our wrist have 8 bones, and it is the bone from the wrist, between the wrist and the elbow. It's called radius and ulna. 2 bones here, and 1 bone is here, that's called humerus. And next, that is called hind limbs. Hind limbs, it comes the lower limb. It also called lower limb. That was not calling arms. We were calling what upper limb. That's called lower limb. Lower limb, and it's a femur. Femur. We know that we would know that the femur is the longest body. Longest bone in a human body. Femur. It is called femur. Femur is attached to our pelvic to the knee. It's called femur, and femur is the hollow bone. Uh, Femur is only one hollow bone inside our body, which a bird have. A bird have hollow bones, because the hollow bones provide bird to light. So it is in light. So it's light. Light means like halka, and there is also a bone between two what here. That's called patella. Patella in the knee you could find that. It's also a chakri. And next one is called tibia. Tibia is the main bone. Tibia is the main bone, and fibula is the supportive bone. Tibia is also called the what brightest like chamkili haddi in our leg. And inside the between the knee and to the what can say ankle, there are two bones are found as called tibia. First one tibia, second one is the fibula, and tibia is the brightest bone. What brightest bone in our what can say body haddi. And next one you could see that there is it's called tarsal. What were we calling to our what can say hands? We were calling to carpal, and here we could say tarsal. And tarsal, how many bones are there? In tarsal have 7 bones. And next one is called metatarsal. Metatarsal is for ahead one with agla like that. So metatarsal have 5 bones, and same is also here like phalanges in the fingers of the what you can say that the fingers of the leg is called 2, and 2 have how many bones? There are 14 bones in 2. And tarsal, metatarsal has how many bones? 5 bones, and there are 7 bones in tarsal. And next one is a tibia and fibula, and this one is a patella, and this one is a femur. So if you count this bone, how many bones we studies? In here there are 29 bones. In chest like ribs there are 25 bones, and hands there are 60 bones, and legs there are 60 bones, backbone 26 bones, pelvic 2 bone, collarbone 2 bone, and scapula 2 bone. If you add this all, it becomes 206 bones. So how many bones are there inside our body? There are 206 bones inside our body. So in this video we discuss about the all 206 bones of our body. In next video we'll also know about more about our body. So thank you, wish you all the best, but don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.